10 dancing animals shot down. That was it, right? Yeah, good job. Well, then let's head back to the RF Arms report to Chief Sandy. All right, that was bullshit. I did not feel like fucking doing that shit. That was some fucking dumb fuck shit. I tortured him. Complete the testing, I see. How did it go? Any significant problems? Nope, no. Well, I see, that's excellent. How did a weapon test weapon fail to use? Was it powerful as you hoped? I thought they were pretty easy to use. No real work or easy. Firepower was a definite improvement too. What else could I ask for? Really? I'm relieved to hear that. Sounds like I won't be long before we begin mass production. I'm surprised you haven't started already. Sounds like the new unit is pretty much perfect as it is. We still need to complete a long-term endurance test, I'm afraid. There are a few procedures which need to be followed or weapon to be declared fit for sale. There are much more extensive than requirement for consumables. All weaponry is generally designed to be sold in bulk to Imperial arms and actually standards can be higher precisely. But your testing helps us take a big step towards completion. Here's your reward. Oh my. An additional reward for you. The orbital unit was purely designed for this person, so we can be able to use it for a finished product regardless. Oh, well, you shouldn't have. If that's everything, we should probably get going. And of course. Thank you again. I hope it's going to be the last time we work together. Damn. No valor. I heard some shit. Excuse me, are you vanilla? We're students from Thors military. Did you say Thors? Do you mean you're class 7? You got my husband yesterday? That would be us. Then that would mean your husband is Chief Johan. That's right. Thanks so much for helping him. That's plain coincidence. My daughter meant to the store too. Man, wow. Meant from the window workshop. I do think that her club chose us to be part of it. Yep, Mint and I were on real. She's practiced a lot of fun. Thank you. It's great to know she's made such a nice friend of her. Back on top, was you willing to help me? Our cat Milk has gone missing, and I think you need to help find her. We'll find her. We're going to find Lost Head. Where she go missing? 2, let's go. Here she is. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna spin through this as a side quest. Not anymore. It's not. There's a damn chance. We'll head after her. We're trying to find a missing cat and shit called Milk from Vanilla and shit. I don't know.
Right.
These are fireworks. I think I can find him because we keep switching eye spots. He's just looking for me. Another bench, huh? Can't let her get away. Who's gonna catch her? Stupid fucking cat. Oh, there she goes. Don't go blame the ring, it's tougher and tougher. Stupid fucking cat. Well, she's under race. She'll be careful. No, she's really fast. Oh, here she is. She's on run time. She's talking about one of these. Here's the animals. Hey, thanks so much for bringing her back. Look, I hope she'll be back, huh? She's right home. It's because this is her home. I'm sure she'll be back. I don't know what we would have done without you. Thanks so much. Tracy's roll. I brought myself method gratin. Thanks. These look great. In fact, I can say I'm thrilled to try these. Yeah, these do seem edible at least, huh? Thank you again. No, some stupid ass fucking quest. I'm glad Milk is home. So Milk, how about I treat you to my special home cooking tonight? Yeah, she was kind of traumatized. I guess she can't cook. Yeah, I guess that bitch can't cook. She's hot though.
Right.
Why the fuck are they these assholes again? And you want to act us like a monster? I don't think you'll have any trouble finding it, assuming you can actually read your request at least. Alright, bitch, hire her stick of breeze foreheads. Early weeks of satisfaction plan accordingly. Alright, fucking asshole.
Here go!
Have to fight. Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
Crimson Dragonfly, a large red dragonfly monster. Spray thief poison, maintain caution. I find one.
It's my turn. Oh no, you don't open range now.
I'll pick you up.
All right. Go get him. Go. Now we're talking.
Let's keep...
Come at me.
Second force. Damn!
It's my turn. Ha! That takes care of them.
Looks like a monster we need to take out just behind here. Well, be very careful. Actually, I just didn't use Thors airship station just outside the highway. Outskirts outside the highway. As you mentioned, he did. Here seems to be a real maze. You think it could be around here? Landing right here. The military police wouldn't think to look. I went past him. He seems like a cunning individual. He might be on the Academy Board of Directors, but I still feel kind of wary, to be honest. If we were coming here to dish on Rufus, I would have brought tea and cake. Come on, people. Let's hear ourselves monster. Alright, stay with it. Where are you? Oh, man. Those are never trained. Fuck.
Bring it on. My turn.
Right.
Did you say you're gonna see boobs? Yeah. This is crazy.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
Blue horn, beetle cover of a hard shell, not spring because of this powerful horn.
Right. Arcus active.
My turn.
Eat lead.
My turn. My turn. Now. Go. Go.
Right. Oh, we did it.
We did it, yeah. Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Bring it on. My turn.
Bye.
Burn it.
Oh, we did it.
I spy treasure.
Bring it on. My turn. Second force. Damn. Now's our chance.
Gotcha.
You say you can't talk.
Right. That takes care of them.
There it is. License is pretty mean. Definitely not the kind of beast you tank with if I do it. I don't think it's anything with him. But let's still check our equipment before we just be safe. Sounds good already when you are. I gotta go kick our asses.
All right, if you want to fight that badly.
I can do this.
Right. Is everybody okay?
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Well, shall we begin?
My turn.
Yes.
My turn. Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
Rocks over short monster that lives in a possessing hard egg of a large bird. His fangs can terrify enemies.
All right.
It's my turn.
Leave
No.
it.
Right.
I can do this.
All right. See? I don't slack off all the...
looks tough.
My turn.
Careful.
I'm sorry.
Burn down. Now's a chance. Gotcha.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
Hydra, serve monster with 7 main heads. Each act separately. Each head competes and feasts on prey, eating the
I can
bone.
do this. Light! Rain upon us!
Leave it to me. Freeze. Now, get it? Go. Flames, gather on my path. Strike.
Arcus
I
activate.
can do this. Let's go!
My turn. Go get him. Go. My turn. Go. Gotcha.
Take this.
Leave it to me. This one's got your name on it. Hope you like it.
My turn. There's a performance just for you. Seventh Rhapsody. You've been a wonderful audience.
Go. My turn.
I can do this. Light! Rain upon us!
All right. Yeah, you're done. Cross break. See ya. Go. Burn down. Go. Gotcha.
My turn.
It's my turn. Let's go!
Here we go. Now's a chance. Gotcha.
Arcus activate.
Too slow.
Oh, we did it.
I did it. Please hold your A+ outcome.
Alright, takes care of that. That style challenge. It really was. Alright, so looks like Rufus did land the airship here. Can you tell? Nearly barely seen the indentations on the ground. Like he was flying one of those latest round for miles too. Can you tell even without seeing the airship itself? He strikes again. Anyway, we dealt with the monster now, so I had that roar. It's not over till we further climb. The best part of the mission is your reward at the end. Fucking scam. I swear I'm not gonna do shit. I'm sorry.
Watch out, guys.
My turn. Now's a chance. Gotcha.
I can do this. Go!
I'll bend you up.
Leave it to me. Go get him. Go. Now we're talking. Let's keep it up.
Nicely done. Success.
Enemy sighted. Here we go. Second floor. Damn. Go. Gotcha.
Right.
Leave it to me. Eat lead.
Right. Light. Rain upon us.
Here we go. Ha, go. Gotcha. Now we're talking.
What? What's that sound? I see smoke. It's coming from that factory. Where an explosion? Darn, we better see what's going on. I thought I was done for. Is everyone alright? What happened here? I don't know. They came from out of nowhere. Monsters in the factory. In a factory? In the middle of the city? No, these weren't your beasts. They looked almost mechanical. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Sounds like Arcadius is about really a fortress. Yikes. Can fire brief munitions? That's not good. Hope people are you kidding me? People are still stuck inside. It's true. We haven't been able to account for all the workers. I don't even know whether the guards are safe. Not a real provincial. It's right here, provincial armor. I don't even hear sirens anymore. I think I'll let somebody explode. We need to go in. Alright, serious people in there need help. And right now it looks like we're the only ones to give it to them. How many minutes till the fire claim someone we could have saved? I'm not about to say anybody do nothing. Wait for the engine there. Wait for RMP's reinforcements to arrive. Everything counts here. The sooner we go in, the better chance we have of saving the side. You can help us out by evacuating everyone's military. Still have a point, but not like we're just gonna have been all hopes on you guys. I beg you, save you over still inside. Hey, just leave it to us. Alright, we're going in. Ready! Whoa, what is that thing? Stay back, you monster. Still no sign report. Damn it. We're gunning for. God, have mercy upon us. Just hang on. Here, leave this to us. Guys, make sure we're all over evacuated. Got it. Looks like we're dealing with one of those Arcadians after all. Though I gotta admit, it seems like a meaner breed than the ones we fought at Guerrilla Fortress. Back in some serious firepower too. If we let our guard down, we're finished. Alright, let's keep focusing its fire and take it out. Right.
Watch out, guys!
Here we go.
Right. Give it up, everyone!
Gaspar G and assault Arcadians made by Ouroboros charges its enemies and unleashes wide reaching destruction.
Leave it to me. Arcus activate.
It's my turn. Light. Rain upon us.
Too long. My turn. All right. Here we go. Set, go. Let's go, everyone. Gotcha.
Arcus activate!
Right. Let's go.
My turn. Arcus, all right. Eat lead. Ha. Go. Set. My turn. Yeah, you're done. Cross break. See ya.
Huh?
Arcus, activate.
Right. Fire now.
I'll pick you up. Shining darkness, nocturne bell.
My turn. Leave it to me.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Go. There.
Right.
All right.
Eat lead. Arcus activate.
Go.
Right. Fire.
All right. Here we go. There.
It's my turn.
My turn. Oh, we did it.
Pant. We did it. Man, how come Mel didn't go down gently? There was really something else. I can't believe you might actually beat that thing. I thought I recognized that uniform from Thors military students. Thank goodness everyone's alright. Mission complete? Yeah, and it looks that way. Are you all unharmed? No. Kind of clear. Royal military, please. I'm reading that none of you seem to be seriously interested. Please leave your Celestians back where you built them get once. What do you mean? This factory contains classified military information and materials. Only authorized personnel are permitted to enter. No exception, not even for the daughter of the Rifle family. Well, yes, I'm happy to hear this, but she does have a point. Well, leaving to the Royal military, please, then. Thank you. Please show them out immediately and make sure to treat them personally. Give special attention to the injured. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Royal military scene situation of that factory was under control in them. They swept through, clearing out the remaining arcades and extinguishing the fires, bringing an end to the incident. Looks like everything should be alright now. It sounds like all the people who are still inside are safe, at least. The Royal police have earned their reputation. Agreed. I certainly have a newfound appreciation for your capabilities, but I suppose I should have expected no less from an organization under the Chancellor's direct control. Well, I'm not going to end well, I guess, but still, this has the terror signature all over it. Sure seems that way. Yeah, don't know why they couldn't show up in person, though. It makes me wonder what they were trying to accomplish here. I'm having to look into it as we speak. Captain Care, thank you for all your help, Captain. Yeah, likewise. Thanks to your quick thinking, none of the personnel were quickly injured. And glad to patient where we could. You have to know that all the people inside have made out safely, as in mine. I said it doesn't excuse your actions. Huh? Well, I was fortunate you were able to cheat the arcade games without factoring, but I don't appreciate that you ran in here without expecting us to arrive. Not only does this factory contain confidential information, yourselves could have been seriously hurt, or worse, I tried to gain an understanding of the crisis unfolding here. Then do your best to stay out of it. That's what I told you last night, and since it didn't take, I'm telling you again, leave. Well, she's not wrong. I realize that, but I'm afraid I can't. Fuck you, slut. Sorry, I realize that, but I'm afraid I can't turn a blind eye to it, especially not when lives are on the line. If we had the power to save someone and we don't use it to do that, what kind of people would that make us? That's why, even if you reprimand me, I won't regret doing what we did. Oh, Rean. Very well then. Unfortunately, no one was gravely injured, so I'm willing to overlook your rash this time. But I just exercise a little more caution in the future. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Well, it looks like it looks like, well, ooh, look at you getting all tongue-tied, little boy. You bumped off our charms, Claire. I told you it's not like that. Cap, do you have any idea where that arcade could have come from? Terrorists may be the prime suspects, but we didn't see them, any of them inside. Come to think of it, we were running the same thing, so we did a little digging around. It seems they were brought into the factory in shipping containers, not just recently, just over 3 months ago. 3 months, that would mean they've been sitting in the factory since late June, back when we were in North Hartland, and roughly a month before the Imperial Liberation Front announced themselves to the world in Heimdall. To be honest, we neglect to consider possibility ourselves. Unbelievable. So this incident was planned that far in advance. It certainly appears that way. The leader is frighteningly cunning, but compared to the others, we still haven't turned up much on him. I suspect he was responsible for playing what happened here as well. Talking about C, right? Isn't that the guy you fought in Capital? That's him. It's pretty tough. I'll say that again. Except for strength and the calculating intellect, it looks like we're up against a real beast. And it seems so. We'll need to remain going forward as well. But for now, you can leave things here to us. Let's get back to your field study. Wait a minute, Captain Claire, what is it? Something wrong? There's no sign of the Professor Army. By now, they should be well aware of what happened here. And I can't believe I forgot about them. What were you saying, Captain Claire? We've got trouble in the mine. It's been hit by the terrorists. Blasted. What? I fear as much. All students withdraw. We're heading to Chechen Iron Mine. Sending that message to HQ. I need 12 companies from the surrounding area here inside of 2 hours. Yes, ma'am. What's going on? I'm not sure, but from the sound of things, the mine we were in yesterday were attacked. Hold on, mine. Looks like we're ready to late. Come on, follow them. Yeah, I heard somebody was called.
Right.
Ugh, every minute we spend here, things are getting worse for the miners. Stay calm, Elisa.
Yeah, the railway military police are on their way, after all.
Let's at least try and get a look at what's going on.
No.
Man, if terrorists really were planning to blow up the mine,
It would shake the very foundations of the Empire.
Enemy sighted!
Right.
Take him out!
Arcus activate!
My turn! There!
All right. Oh, we did it!
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
Oh, what the hell? This is awful. Let's go all over the place. Can't see too far in a place like this. Is the terrorists set fire or something? Let the fire's been put out, but something's still off. So the terrorists decided to strike here in the military factory. We'll go by the entrance. They wrote military for instance, Prince Army. But yeah, but what are you doing there? It looks like the entrance is completely blocked off too. Yeah, let's take a closer look. Terrorists have complete control of the mine. They've taken the miners hostage. Any tip to enter the mine will put their lives in jeopardy. And that's why you're standing out here swinging your thumbs like you need something to negotiate with them. They clearly won't have an objective in mind. You can't allow them to buy any further time. Looks like a pretty heated argument. So the terrorists have taken over the factory mine. As the first ones taken on the scene, the French army has taken it upon himself to set a blockade, or at least that's what it looks like at first glance. But why? Man, this has suspicion written all over it. The French army is too well prepared. No matter how you look at this, they've got to be in on it. Can't be serious. In on it. Terrorist cells and counter-explosion there. Look at smoke for him. That's what they want you to think. But that doesn't look like smoke from a fire to me. They're probably using smoke grenades. Smoke grenades. That's true. That means the French army has some other reason for blockading the mine. Maybe it's got something to do with Ryan for his first factory. That's right. Railroad means for investigating first factory too, weren't they? Yeah, that's what the Academy Killer said, and that makes the timing of all this look pretty damn suspect. Almost like you're trying to hide something to hide. It doesn't mean they sealed the mine and give him some time to dispose of it. Makes fair bit of sense if you think about it. But what do you think behind? What's down there? No way to say for sure right now. What I can say is that it's pretty likely the mines are in danger. We need to find some way in there to help. Let's return to war for now. You need to be careful about the legend next. Listen, yep, we're going to go in. It's better to have a plan. All right, let's head back.
Well, to start with, we need to work out exactly what's going on here.
If it's true that the terrorists are working with the Noble faction, then it seems likely their aim is to eliminate the evidence of whatever they've been hiding in the first factory.
But did they really have to go this far? The iron mine is owned by His Majesty the Emperor himself, right?
That's right. The province of Nortia is tasked with managing it while Rhineford mines, refines, and processes the iron. And iron is the single most vital natural resource to this nation's continued survival. If this isn't resolved quickly, it's going to deal a heavy blow to the entire country, including the nobles themselves.
So I guess the question is just whether the Noble faction and the terrorists realize that or not. Sounds to me like they're a pretty divided bunch as it is.
Yep. The terrorists seem like they're basically all commoners, too. They're only cooperating because they both see the Chancellor as a common enemy.
And if that's the case, it seems pretty likely that what they're doing here is related to that somehow.
Sounds like someone started the party without me.
Angelica?
You came too, George?
Yo, figured you'd show up eventually.
Well, we had to test the sidecar, obviously.
This bike is just full of surprises. You made the trip to Ruhr in 7 hours. So, speed-wise, we're looking great. Comfort, though, we're gonna have to tweak a few things.
I swear, you two never change. Kinda figured Toho wouldn't be able to make it too.
Yeah, she's working on gathering a boatload of information, though. She said she'd be in touch if she finds anything out.
Well, that's reassuring at least.
Could someone tell me what's going on?
You seem to be hot on the trail of something, but I'm not sure it's the same thing we're investigating.
Does this have something to do with those family affairs you told me you were worried about?
Yeah, it does. I had some nagging suspicions about it. Unfortunately, my hunch turned out to be right on the money.
Hold on. Isn't the director of the first factory...
My dear Uncle Heidel Rogner, yeah. Seems like it might do us both some good to swap info. How about it?
Now let's find a better place to talk.
They're dumping iron onto the black market?
Yeah. The amount of steel they're producing doesn't quite match up with the amount of iron ore being mined. That's been the case for quite a few years now.
Officially, the reason given is that the purity of the ore being mined is lower now than it used to be. But if you look at what's coming out of the mine, there's no evidence of that.
Well, that would explain why the figures don't add up.
And because they were feeding the raw iron onto the black market rather than the finished steel...
That makes it a lot harder to notice when a little goes missing here and there.
Man, Toho put all the pieces together on her own?
I'd expect no less from my beloved Toa.
She poured over everything. Rhineford's yearly sales figures, government reports of the mine's productivity, you name it. That's how she picked up on the discrepancy.
She's really something else.
Iron ore being sold off the black market, accounting sheets that don't add up. George, how much iron ore is unaccounted for, roughly speaking? Do you know? Assuming for a moment that all the missing iron was refined into steel, how much steel would we be looking at?
This is just a bit of speculative math on my part. But I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 Torum, which is enough to build 2,000 oxen tanks.
2,000?
That's practically an army.
The Saxon iron mine is a pillar of the Empire's economy. The amount of iron they pull out of there is almost ridiculous. Even if you pocket a small amount every year, it's going to add up to a lot of iron real quick.
But what are they planning to do with all of it? Is the noble faction trying to make their own tanks in secret?
They couldn't even if they wanted to. Only the second factory has the knowledge and equipment to make tanks. And not only does the second factory have close ties with the Imperial Army, it also leans toward the reformist faction.
You need all kinds of complicated technology to make even a basic tank. It's not as simple as just grabbing some steel, some blueprints, and some grease and getting to work.
So what does that leave them? Selling the iron to another country for profit? I don't know how likely that is. Seems like deals that big would be too easy to trace.
Okay, so setting aside the ore itself for a moment. Now that you know this, and given what's happening in Ruhr right now, what were the two of you planning on doing?
Oh.
It's pretty simple. My uncle oversees the first factory, and the provincial army is blockading the mine. There's no way my family isn't involved. On the other side, you've got all the miners just trying to do their jobs who got dragged into this whole mess. I'm a Ragnar. I might not be a great daughter, but there's no way I'm gonna let this go on without putting up a fight.
Angie.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're seriously gonna go talk to your old man about this?
Hell no. Like he'd even listen to a word I said. Same goes for the provincial army. I'd just be wasting my breath. That's why I'm planning on sorting out this mess myself. I used to work part-time in the mine. I know the place like the back of my hand. As long as I can find my way inside, I think I can handle the terrorists well enough.
I figured you'd say something like that.
Honestly, does nothing faze you?
In that case, I'd like to ask that you take us along.
We can look at this as a test of how to best respond to a sudden crisis. Looking at it from that perspective, I think it fits neatly within the scope of our field study. Don't you?
Yeah, after hearing all that, I don't want to let them have their way.
Agreed.
I'm with Angelica here. My family's involved in this too. I feel like I have a duty to do something about it.
Thanks. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping you'd back me up anyway. Whatever help you can give, I'll take it.
Well, that's that.
The next thing we need to consider is how to slip into the mine without the provincial army taking notice. At the very least, Angie should be able to get the officer in charge to talk with her, but...
So, what, we sneak inside while she's distracting them?
I don't know. That sounds a little overly simplistic to work.
Leave finding our way in to me. If anyone's good at cutting red tape, it's my mother. Maybe she could help us out.
She could. Would she?
Well, if you think so.
All right, I'll leave securing an alternate route to you then. For now, I'm gonna see if I can find out anything else about my family's or the provincial army's involvement here. George, give Toa a call and see if you can find out what the Imperial government is doing about all this.
Gotcha. I'll see if I can turn up any machinery that might be useful too.
This is starting to feel like last year's field studies all over again.
We should go into your mother should be back at around her headquarters, right? I think so. Sharon said she'd be in and around noon, so we can always check at her success though. Yeah. Looks like we'll be kicking into high gear again. I feel like every field study is destined to end up like this. No, see, George, please tell me you tried to transfer and it took you long enough. Sorry, that's how I'm here. Actually, there's actually somebody I'd like to borrow, too, so I need it soon. Tell us when, Ben, anyway. Anything to get for you. Can you know that thing, the preference for the high-powered one? Can I borrow the secret now? You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. All I can do is trust me. Yeah, right. Hey. Trevor was a fucking scam. Only 17 pages? Red Moon Rose, Chapter 13, True Ancestor. Rose had been prepared to accept her own death. Gerard's lances of blood had perforated several of her organs, and she no longer had the strength to use thaumaturgy to heal herself. Seeing that her occupation was hunting vampires, she always knew that this might happen, and one day when the vampires should try to kill my Sid in her own life. Nevertheless, her task was to try and be as many of them as she could before that happened. That was her plan, it's her way that she could have tried to atone, but that time had finally come. She had done all that she could, and yet she had the powers to defeat Gerard. If she just closed her eyes, she would never wake up again. Perhaps that would be the easiest, least painful option. Her conscience fading, her lips began to droop. But then she saw something in the corner of her vision. It was Alphonse, desperately struggling against something that he could not hope to best to see him fighting on. He who bowed beside her every step of the way made her heart ache. She watched his final last-ditch attack, and Silver Sword just gave him shatter. The upper half of his broken blade flew towards her. It pierced the damp earth by her head. The silvery sheen of the sword fragment burned her vision, then came back and focus. It was wet with Alphonse's blood. Thump. The sound of her heart pounding drowned all of her noise. It was a sensation that she was determined to never feel again, or rather, one that she felt, but desperately tried to ignore. But she couldn't surrender herself to death just yet. Alphonse had sworn to her that he wouldn't allow her himself to die, and he was doing everything possible to keep that promise. It was her turn to show the same kind of courage that he was. She reached out a hand, ignoring the pain running through it, and grasped the broken blade. She bent in close to her upturned face and stretched out her tongue toward it, the blood dripping down its surface. Then she licked it. Then the instant blood touched her lips, her vision became awash in a scarlet haze. She knew that she was taking a huge risk. Yet her heart was filled with a new, different result. It was a risk worth taking. You can't beat Gerard glared at her, still clutching at his wound with his left hand. She opened her mouth again to speak, her whole body shrouded in a faint crimson rings. My name is Roselia, she said. I'm a descendant of the loathsome race of vampires and a true ancestor. As she introduced herself anew, she gave a polite courtesy. Alphonse watched the exchange from his low vantage point on the ground. It was not the first time he heard the term true ancestor. He recalled Rose mentioning it before. She had said that they were the legitimate descendants of the vampire race. In one hand, Rose held one of her pistols, and the other, the fractured end of a silver longsword she had given Alphonse. By lifting blood that it had been coating in, she had been able to turn from the brink of death. Just like Gerard had been able to revitalize himself by drinking Everyone's blood before the text was clear. And yet, unlike Gerard's gruesome action, Rose's blood drinking seemed more like some kind of holy ritual. Perhaps due to his inability to move or do anything other than lie and watch, Alphonse was able to process the situation quite sedately. Rose had been a vampire all along. She had found himself Rose had been a vampire. Perhaps due to his inability to move or do anything other than lie and watch, Alphonse was able to process the situation quite sedately. Rose had been a vampire all along. He found himself somehow unalarmed by a bit of animation and didn't question. Gerard was not so calm. A true ancestor? Impossible. True ancestors are all. Rose spreads her hands and acknowledged. Indeed, the true ancestors are no more. They chose to allow themselves to perish. They realized the truth that if human blood was required for a race to continue to exist, the right thing to do was to allow it to die. That a life as that has no meaning. I am the very last true vampire in existence. She spoke solemnly, her expression dignified. I cannot forgive your kind, you elder vampires. Fled because you were unable to express your lust for blood, and then you brought shame on the name of vampire by attacking ancient humans, all because of your own inability to resist your obscene desires. Spare me your lecturing, Gerard yelled, and then quickly thrust out the right hand, which Rose had damaged. From it emerged another barrage of blood lances, which shot towards Rose at great speed. But the moment they were about to impale her body, she turned to red mist, generating a blast wave in the air. Instantly, she reappeared behind Gerard, both pistols in her hands, and fired a bullet after bullet into his body. The bullets emitting the same effulgent red aura as Rose struck him all over. Gerard was thrown forward by the impacts, which hit him with a force of shotgun shells. He twitched and groaned on the ground in agony, satisfied that the vampire would be immobile for a time. Rose crouched down beside Alphonse. His eyes were open, watching, but he was unable to move. Rose gently caressed his cheek with her hand. Thank you, Al. Thanks to you, I now know what I must do. I have a lot that I want to say to you, but for now, it will have to wait. Alphonse turned his head towards her, and for a brief moment, he saw the figure of a child girl he had played with when he was a child. He finally realized the truth. Too exhausted to even open his mouth, he had to content himself with silently encouraging her in his own mind, almost as if she could sense him doing so. Rose nodded and then stood up again. She looked over at Gerard, and with the same solemn expression as before, his wounds had begun to close. But the time she looked over at Gerard with the same solemn expression as before. His wounds had begun to close, but the time that it took for them to do so said everything. The power of a true answer was enough to be able to contend with him. Yeah, foolish girl. What's wrong with drinking blood to survive? Humans take the lives of others so that they continue to exist. How is that any different? How is what we do any different? Rose shook her head. It's completely different. Vampires have inhuman strength, can manipulate others to do whatever they desire, spawn ghouls as a byproduct of what they do. Everything about our existence goes against the natural laws of the world. We are a violation of the will of the goddess, and that is why we should be confined to the realm of the fairy tales. Rose is a vampire who hunted other vampires because of her own strong beliefs and ideas. A vampire who had resolved to deny her own race, to wipe them out, hoping that they would all be forgotten forever. Alphonse desperately tried to stay conscious. His eyes fixated on her. He finally understood the ideal that she strived for. She strived for, and the true nature of the solitude she carried. A solitude that not even those of her own race could possibly understand. You little, have it your way, then. Grinding his teeth in anger, Gerard held out a hand before him, and from the palm formed a monstrous sword made up of jet black liquid. They killed. The black coat that he wore also began to squirm and transform. Giant wings like those of a bat emerged from the quivering mass. With a toss of his head, they unfurled, extending to either side of him. They flapped once, twice, and Gerard rose into the air. Suddenly, Luca fell to the ground conscious. Gerard had released the charm he had on her to concentrate all of his energy into his next attack. I'm going to bring it into your bloodline for good and return the name true ancestors to ancient history where it belongs, he roared. Rose drew her Templar sword. Her navy coat, still bathed in scarlet light, became bat-like wings as well. She held his gaze as she ascended to his level. It's time you gave up the name Elder Vampire. You do nothing but swordlet. Blades drawn, they confronted one another in midair, charged every crackling throughout the catacombs. Alphonse lay back, unable to do anything but observe. The next moment, their shadows crossed at lightning speed. In an instant, they had changed places in the air. Both had swung their swords. The blade of Rose's Templar sword, however, was nowhere to be seen. All that could be glimpsed here and there in the flickering torchlight was the glinting of wires stretched to their limit. Gerard was the first to make a sound. Lines ran across his body in a crisscross of faint stripes. As he laughed, the lines spread like cracks, slowly multiplying and widening, almost as if his body hadn't quite realized that it had been cut at all. The countless parts that formed the Templar sword blade had passed through his body over and over in a single instant. Rose turned with a snap of the wrist, caused the wires connecting the blade's parts to bend. When the metallic clicks of interlocking metal, the parts flew through the air and came together. The Empire sword was again whole. Farewell, said Rose. I'm sure we'll meet again one day in hell. As the Templar sword returned to its complete form, the body of the elder vampire crumpled to the ground, feet first. That's fucked up. Alright, guys. So I guess her partner was in the past was Alphonse's father and maybe his mother. It's just crazy. And then the provincial army fucking shit up. So for this one, guys, run there throughout. This is what you did, and we see you later. Bye bye.